Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way. Looking into Jenny and Sumit's relationship timeline. Sumit and Jenny's relationship on 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way was rocky due to family opposition and cultural hurdles, but they persevered and married. Now, with his parents' blessing, the couple plans to open a cafe together. Few couples in 90-Day Fiancé history have stirred as much passion, disbelief, and admiration as Jenny Slatin and Sumit Singh. Their journey, from a chance online connection to a decades-in-the-making love story, has been a roller coaster of deceit, devotion, cultural barriers, and unshakable loyalty. As one of The Other Way's longest-running couples, Jenny and Sumit's story has become a cornerstone of the franchise, showing that love, though not always easy, can transcend continents, traditions, and expectations. Let's take a deep dive into their fascinating relationship timeline, from their very first messages to where they stand today. The beginning. A catfish turns into true love. Before becoming household names, Jenny and Sumit's love story began online in 2011. But this wasn't your typical romantic start. Sumit had initially catfished Jenny. Using the name Michael Jones, he presented himself as a charming younger man from London. Jenny, living in California at the time, was flattered by the attention and quickly developed feelings for the mysterious Michael. When the truth finally came out, that Michael was actually Sumit, a young man from India, Jenny was heartbroken but surprisingly forgiving. Rather than cutting ties, she saw the sincerity behind the lie. Sumit confessed that his deception stemmed from insecurity, fearing Jenny wouldn't accept him if she knew the truth. Against all odds, Jenny chose to continue the relationship, and from that point, their love became very real. 2013 to 2018. Virtual love. Real obstacles. 4 years, Jenny and Sumit maintained a long-distance relationship. They spoke every day and even introduced each other to their families virtually, though Sumit was hesitant to tell his parents the full truth. His conservative Indian family would have never approved of a woman 3 decades older than him, especially a divorced American grandmother. During this period, Jenny visited India to meet Sumit in person. The chemistry was undeniable. They were affectionate, inseparable, and deeply in love. Jenny hoped Sumit's family would eventually come around, but she had no idea of the storm waiting to unfold. 2019. Jenny moves to India. The Other Way begins. When 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way premiered in 2019, fans met Jenny as she took the ultimate leap of faith. She packed her life into a few suitcases and moved to India to be with Sumit permanently. Viewers watched as she tried to adjust to life in a new country, embracing Indian culture, learning to cook local dishes, and navigating the complexities of Sumit's tight-knit family. However, her dream of a fairy tale ending was shattered when one of the show's biggest plot twists was revealed. Sumit was already married. Jenny's world crumbled. Sumit had kept a devastating secret. His family had arranged a marriage for him years earlier, and he felt trapped. While Sumit claimed he never loved his wife and had been forced into the union, Jenny felt betrayed. Their relationship, already tested by cultural differences, now faced its greatest challenge yet. 2020. Divorce, redemption, and rebuilding trust. In the second season of The Other Way, Sumit began divorce proceedings with his wife, a process that was anything but easy. His wife's family demanded money and legal compensation, and Sumit was at risk of arrest if he didn't comply with certain terms. Jenny stood by him through it all, showing the depth of her loyalty. Fans saw a more vulnerable side of Sumit, a man torn between his love for Jenny and his fear of disownment from his parents. Despite all the drama, Jenny remained patient, believing their love was worth fighting for. By the end of the season, Sumit's divorce was finalized, but another obstacle loomed. His parents still refused to bless their union. Sumit's mother, Sana, was particularly vocal, calling their relationship shameful. Yet, even in the face of rejection, Jenny and Sumit refused to walk away from each other. 2021. Marriage against all odds. Season 3 of The Other Way delivered the moment fans had been waiting years to see. Jenny and Sumit finally got married. In a beautiful, intimate ceremony in India, the couple tied the knot in secret, without his parents' knowledge or approval. The wedding was symbolic of their journey. Small, personal, and defiant. Jenny, dressed in traditional Indian attire, was radiant, while Sumit looked both proud and nervous. Their vows weren't just about love. They were a declaration of independence from cultural constraints. Their marriage certificate marked the culmination of nearly a decade of perseverance. Viewers couldn't help but cheer for them, even as many wondered, could they truly make it work long-term? 2022. Married life and family tension. Married life didn't magically erase the problems that had haunted them. Jenny wanted to enjoy a peaceful, stable life with her husband, but Sumit continued to seek his family's approval. His desire to reconcile with his parents often clashed with Jenny's frustration. She had sacrificed her home, her family, and her comfort for this relationship, yet still felt like an outsider. Meanwhile, Sumit's parents remained firm in their disapproval. His mother even tried to live with them for a period, hoping to convince Sumit that life with Jenny was unsustainable. That experiment ended in tears, shouting, and heartbreak. Despite the family drama, Jenny and Sumit seemed happier than ever as a couple. They traveled together, posted adorable selfies on social media, and showcased their love unapologetically. 2023 to 2024. A love that won't quit. In recent updates and spin-offs, Jenny and Sumit continued to appear on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, where fans saw their everyday challenges as a married couple. From visa concerns to financial adjustments, their story remained relatable yet extraordinary. One ongoing point of tension was Sumit's desire for children, or rather, his parents' insistence that he should have them. Jenny, now in her 60s, made it clear that motherhood was no longer an option. Still, they found ways to make peace with their reality, focusing on enjoying their life together. They spent holidays in India, shared cozy home-cooked meals, and even hinted at potential travel to the US. Sumit applied for a spousal visa, fueling speculation that the couple might soon relocate to California. What's next for Jenny and Sumit? As of now, Jenny and Sumit's love story continues to evolve. Fans remain divided. Some still doubt Sumit's sincerity, believing he's too easily influenced by his family, while others see him as a man who truly chose love over everything else. Their story embodies the other way's core theme. That love isn't about convenience or comfort, but courage. Jenny left everything she knew to live in a country where she didn't speak the language and was never fully accepted. Sumit risked familial exile to be with a woman the world said he shouldn't love. Through every argument, lie and triumph, Jenny and Sumit have proven that their bond, though imperfect, is undeniably real. The legacy of Jenny and Sumit. In the grand saga of 90 Day Fiancé, Jenny and Sumit represent something rare. A couple who fought tooth and nail.